All right. Hello, good morning. I am going to paint for a little bit with you guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and thank you for being here. So I have Charlie here, and Charlie was a cuddle baby for a while. And then I thought, well, maybe I need to get a little bit more creative with her. And so then I decided that I was going to do Quinlan's arm or Quinlan's limbs with this, because you know how much I like to do the hybrid babies. And yeah, it looks really cute with the body. So yeah, I don't know. My brain is always searching to do new things, and who knows what's gonna, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm working on matching the skin tone. Obviously, that's what I'm doing now. I've already washed, primed, and done the first coat of neutralization here, and it's just Flush Await, Titanium White, Linseed Oil, and Flush. Oh my gosh, and thinner. Excuse me. So I am pretty happy with how it neutralized everything. So yeah, so we're just gonna start matching the skin tone, and yep, that's what I'm doing. So I hope I don't bore you too much. Okay, so I'm gonna do the skin tone now, and I have new paints coming from the Beatrice Clemente line over on Dolls by Sandy. I'm really excited to use them, and I was planning on waiting to use them, but then I didn't. So I guess if they arrive today, then I'll, start using them again. So I really like this from her line, the wet effect. I really like that. I had some trouble with the finishing coat one. Excuse me. So I stopped using it because I just had some issues with it. So for my finishing varnish, I like the one from Irresistibles. That just works really well for me. So yeah. Alright, so I'm doing the skin tone. I've got Flush Await and a little bit of pink in here. And I'm going to do maybe a little bit of maybe a little bit of orange or this one. This is the color I like to use. Sometimes I just forget what color they are. I should be so much more like organized than I am, like put the right caps on, but that ship has sailed a long time ago. So alright, so I'm gonna thin this out a little bit more with a thinner, put on some gloves. And I'm gonna put this on the sponge first and then pounce it on. This saves time on drying. I also had to throw away my drying rack because it just was like just not working at all. So I've just been laying them down on the paper towel now in front of the fan, and that's been working just fine. So you don't need fancy things to paint dolls. Okay. That looks pretty good. So yeah, normally I would be doing this for Patreon, but I had to suspend Patreon for a little bit while I try to figure out kind of what direction I want things to go in. I would really like, well, I have been working on trying to do a membership to my website with tutorials and stuff, but because it's like some people are there to see what dolls I'm working on, and others are there to learn how to paint. and it's hard to separate the two because some people don't care at all about, you know, painting. So I think that I don't know, I just have to figure out where I want to go and what I want to do. And so I also need to build up my YouTube channel, and that whole like process seems super daunting to me. So, you know, especially since I only make like, you know, 2-minute videos. So I'm trying to just do like longer videos so I can get my watch time up, and yeah. This toe, I know, always has given me trouble, because this is Quinlan, and I've made quite a few Quinlans. So I did go ahead and varnish it ahead of time. That's a little trick that I've learned over the years. So if you have places on the doll that are susceptible to not taking paint, just go ahead and add varnish after, of course, you've washed it and with alcohol and even primed it. That will help have the paint stick. Kind of like having to match the color for a doll. It used to really overwhelm me, but I really like it. Gives me an end goal, you know, kind of like a place to end, to stop. So rather than I just, you know, keep going and going and going. All right, so I'm gonna let that flash off or dry. And I've been really careful about letting the thinner completely dry before baking. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna pop it into the oven, and I will see you back here. Okay, so it has baked, and now I'm going to work on some mottling. I'm going to keep my flesh tone here, and I'm just going to add some crimson to it. That looks good. I literally talk myself out of filming every time I come back over here. Because I try to convince myself that no one wants to watch me paint and it's super boring, but I'm gonna stop the negative self-talk and I'm going to keep filming for you guys, even if it's boring. Yeah, maybe you're painting with me. That would be fun too. So, mottling. All right, definitely need to order more gloves. So, can you see this? Yes, maybe? Okay. Yeah, we're just going ahead for it. So, I really do like up to like 5 to even 8 layers of this. I'll do like 4 before I bake it. And then I'll do it again after it's baked. So I like to keep things really soft and light. Because if I made it heavier, it would just look too caked on. I like the subtleness of slowly building up the color. So, but you know, obviously you do you. I really like subtle changes, and I also draw on the side and paint colored pencils and pastels and all this stuff, and you know, it's like you can't get to the details of the drawing, which really brings everything together, before you establish everything else, the underpainting, the background, everything. So I consider this stuff the underpainting of the piece, and you know, it might seem like tedious, but it all comes together at the end, and it takes time to build up skin tone. So And I'm not doing a very good job of not going over the same place twice. That's okay. When I get to the purple and the blue, I'll be really conscientious about that. It's a little bit thicker here. I'm going to go over another pass over everything a couple more times. So I've been working on standing up and painting. My ankle is still, it's still healing, but it's definitely getting better. So it's been about almost 4 months. And I have my, hopefully my last doctor's appointment next week. So I've been working on building up strength. So that's why I'm standing up. It also helps when I'm filming because talking takes my mind off of it. So, all right, I'm gonna go over again the legs. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. Go. Sorry about that if it was like super in your face. Okay. I really hope that Beatrice Clemente paints come today. It'd be cool to open them up with you guys and see how they work. Alright, so then after this I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to probably go over maybe 2 or 3 more times with this color and then bake it. So I will meet you back here after that. Okay, so now we're going to work on the purple mottling and veins. Or maybe just purple mottling. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright. So my legs are a little bit warm still, so I'll do the hands. And all this is blue and crimson and a little bit of fluctuate. And again, I'm trying to match the Charlie that I already have. So I'm not going to have it as deep newborn as the face, but it should still be like the same type of skin tone. Really? Go. Oh my gosh. This was in the same drawer that I have my eyelashes hair in, so it's on the thing. There we go. Sorry about being all up in your face again. I think I could recognize Bonnie Brown's limbs anywhere. That's why it's so funny to me when people try to, like, you know, well, copy her stuff. It's like she has like the most like recognizable limbs and sculpts out there, I swear. I think I saw on Facebook that she's sculpting another doll, so that'd be exciting. I am in some need of some new sculpts to get excited about. I have Pickle coming, and I'm kind of already like planning what I want to do with Pickle, and I was going to do a large cuddle for Pickle, but now I think I'm going to do her as a full doll. So sometimes I forget to do like the inside of the fingers, so I'm being really careful to make sure I hit them every time. And I'm gonna stop today around noon. I found that when I get really burnt out, it's when I work, you know, insane long hours, and that's when mistakes happen, and that's when, you know, I get really frustrated. So I'm giving myself a stopping point every day where I put it away and go do something else. I kind of want to show you guys some of the drawings I've been working on. I'll do that maybe at the end. So if you're not interested, you can just skip it, but I don't really have any other place to share it, and I don't know, some of you like me just as an artist, not just as a reborn doll artist, so be cool to show you guys. I have so many things I haven't finished in my true ADHD fashion. And I'll go over this again probably a couple more times before I bake it. For sure, you can kind of see like little spots where the paint's not sticking, but it is going to stick. 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 Positive affirmations, right? Okay, I'm going to show you guys some of my drawings that I've been working on. I mean, even if like 2 people watch this, still be cool, right? All right, let's see here. All right, so again, they're not finished. So I'm working on this one. It's a baby. Marilyn Monroe. And I was working on ice cream, but then I was gonna like throw it away. Black and white, like water droplets. It looks very shiny here. Taylor Swift and a random lady. So yeah, this is what I've been working on in between painting dolls. So sometimes it's good to just do other things, and but then, you know, I actually have to finish them too, you know. I'm gonna be working on a painting for my mother-in-law for Christmas. They just got back from Ireland, and she took some pictures, and landscapes aren't my favorite, but it's always good to practice, right? Okay, so when I'm done with this, I'm gonna stop the video and compile this together and post it, and I will continue filming as long as I don't get distracted for you guys, you know. And if you do like it, you know, please, you know, do the thumbs up or whatever. I know I turn off comments and hide all that stuff, and that's just for my mental health. And you know, I really appreciate you watching and being here. I was gonna do the veins, but I think I'm gonna add them last because Charlie doesn't have a lot of veins on her face anyway, so I'm just gonna like randomly put them someplace, or just like have one or two like prominent veins. So gonna make sure you get into here. Like these little areas have a tendency to not take paint, and then I can lose track of them, and then by the end I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? So all right, I'm gonna go bake this, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.